G'day and welcome to the Breaking Through podcast. We had a very quiet week last week, Tyson.
Yeah.
Not this week.
It's been a big week.
This week. A lot's going on. We've got Alex Warren. We've got Louis Tomlinson teasing. A lot of stuff being teased at the moment. And it's good to see. But I wanted to start off with a question. With all these artists coming to Australia, and they're all huge artists, it's got me thinking. We're into the start of 2026. We're at the second half of the decade now. Who has been the artist of the decade so far? I know I'm springing this on you, but I've been thinking about this for a while, and I've got a few in my mind.
Okay. I'm going to have to say Olivia Rodrigo is probably the artist of the decade.
She's up there.
She's up there. I mean, she's kind of got it all. Like, she's appealing to older generations than her. She's got the young generations in the palm of her hand. She's selling tickets like crazy. She's like, yeah, I think it's Olivia Rodrigo. Who do you think?
Well, I think people will go, it's Taylor Swift, but Taylor Swift's been dominating it for years. So I don't want to put her on that number one spot. And I wouldn't say she's had the biggest moment of...
No, definitely not.
Her Eras Tour was obviously... It broke records.
Yeah.
But in the music sense, you can put streaming numbers, you can put impact, you can put legacy and all that type of stuff into one. I'm thinking Kendrick Lamar's up there.
Okay, yeah.
He dominated. Charlie XCX is up there.
Is Kendrick Lamar in there for the wrong reasons, though? Because, like, the big thing that's happened with him in the 2020s is that he got into a beef with Drake.
Is that not just great marketing, though? Is that not just great marketing?
I don't know. Being on the other side of it now, I was like, that was dumb. That was dumb that they got into that fight.
That was fun as hell. It was catchy as hell.
It was fun. It was fun at the time. But now I think about it in a different way. And I'm just kind of like, I think Spilt Milk was when I was kind of got Kendrick fatigue.
Yeah.
And I was like, eh.
And I think, being dissed out on Super Bowl is hilarious. So I think Kendrick's up there. I struggle to pick a number one. Sabrina Carpenter,
yeah,
I think is also up there. But I think you're right with Olivia Rodrigo.
I think she will be. I think time will be very kind to her in the next 4 years. Also, a third album being teased right now by her. So let's see what happens.
That leads to my next question. By 2030, by 2030, who is going to be the artist of the 2020s?
It's got to be Olivia versus Sabrina, which started off as a bit of a beef as well, because Olivia's first album is kind of about Sabrina, right? Because they were dating the same guy, and all those songs that like came off that Sour? Was it Sour, the first album?
I didn't go into the lore that much.
Yeah, I was deep in it.
If you follow the podcast, if you follow me on socials, I want that Sabrina Carpenter tour. I love everything about her. She's so funny, got real personality. I think she needs an album to really pop off to get her to that next stage.
Yeah.
Like Olivia Rodrigo has had one of the biggest moments ever with her album. So, I think it's Sabrina or Olivia as well.
Yeah, Man's Best Friend didn't really connect the way that I think a lot of people would have wanted it to. But yeah, I saw Sabrina live last year at Primavera, and she is very captivating. Like, she came out on stage and immediately I was, oh my God, that's Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
But Chapel Roan also played that weekend, and Charlie, and I didn't get that same feeling. So there is something very spellbinding about Sabrina that,
Yeah, I think artists like Chapel and Charlie, they're still huge artists, but they clearly had years that dominated. And I don't think that's going to be a very hard level to reach again.
Yeah.
I guess you could say the same for Kendrick, because he was so high on that year as well, where Sabrina, I feel like it's going to be a longer span. Olivia, I know people wanting this new album is going to go crazy. So if this has like a guts reaction or a sour reaction, that puts her in the front runner for artist of the decade, I think.
I agree.
Let's talk about the Olivia Rodrigo teasing. I've done a couple videos on it, or a video on it, and it's Olivia Rodrigo initials, and there's like a mural up in Los Angeles. There's a couple things, across the world as well. We have one in Sydney. Do we just think it's the album? Well, it's obviously the album, but do we think tour as well? Last time she was here was 2024. Just played Melbourne and Sydney. So if she does come back, I would love it to be more than that.
Yeah.
But the funniest thing about this mural thing, about, you know, how it's being done. Initially, I thought it was really cool because they're changing the paint color every day. And I think it's the same guys painting it every day. Isn't that just a waste of paint? Are you letting the paint dry? Like, I'm thinking about the guy painting the mural and he's just like, well, job well done.
Yeah.
Start again.
Hey, mate, need yellow today.
Yeah. So it's getting lighter and lighter and lighter every day.
Right.
So the marketing team is doing, you know, the videos of them painting and that type of stuff. And I think by the end of it, depending on how long this goes for, you'll just be able to see him get less and less excited. But initially I was like, that's a really cool idea that it's changing every day. You obviously couldn't do that around the world.
No.
Or that would be really tough.
You can do it in certain places, I think but the hype's already there. We all share it online. So
Yeah.
we're all seeing this LA mural. Like,
yeah. Especially when it's a bit of a sidetrack. When I get messages, I get DMs going, hey, have you seen this poster and blah, blah, blah. I know you're part of the team. I know you're part of the marketing team. Just reach out to me on official line. So,
Yeah.
then, you know, like, well, I can tell when a fan is messaging me going, holy fuck, I just saw this. Here's the picture. When, hello, breaking through. Just, come on.
just wanted to give you a heads up.
Yeah, just put it on your official channels and we can sort something out. But one in Sydney, that's not changing anything. There was one in Paris.
Okay.
And I can't confirm or deny this, but apparently there was like a lock thing and it had April on the side of it as well. Can't confirm that though. That was just a commenter. I haven't seen that. People saying that you have to do research more. Shut up. It's one of my comments. But if she tours, that would be huge. I don't think we'd get it.
We're not getting it until late next year, I think. I think whatever cycle that she's about to go in, maybe first single in April, tour announced June, end of this year going into next year. I think that's the usual timeline for these things.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I'm keen to hear it. And I think it'll be announced in the next couple of days. I'd be surprised if it isn't.
It's going to be stadium tours this time as well. No more arenas, I think, for Olivia.
Yeah, well, because she's doing other shows as stadiums as well. So then I guess that means she would have to come either start of 2027 or end of 2027.
Yeah.
There's no space in between.
I think it's going to be the end.
I also think it's going to be at the end. But if she does a hurry and it's like she announces it pretty much before the album's announced, like that would be a year and a bit waiting in between. So could she not fill that January, February for 2027?
She could.
Because we don't really have anything announced for that yet.
Yeah. That's interesting.
It's all end of the year stuff. October with Louis announcing as well, teasing. He'll be in October. We got dates for that. We'll talk about it a little bit later. November's cooked. December's cooked. January, February's looking pretty open.
TBA.
Imagine opening the year with Olivia Rodrigo.
That would be crazy.
You'd have such a good year.
I'd be so pumped.
Same. As men in our 20s and 30s, just going, fucking Olivia Rodrigo concert.
Yes.
Let's go, dude.
Yes.
We had Vivid and Rising announced as well, their
Yeah.
lineups. None of our predictions were right.
I guess Sparks.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right. The other ones weren't right, though.
The other one's right.
Man, some really cool additions. Vivid and Rising have very similar lineups.
Yeah.
Lil Kim, Earl Sweatshirt and Mike is doing just Sydney.
Yeah.
Would be very surprised if they don't do any other shows. But did you have any other standouts that you saw?
I saw Dry Cleaning were playing. They're pretty cool. And Matt Berenger from The National is playing as well, so that's pretty exciting.
That is cool.
Stoked to that. It's very niche. It's a bit too niche for me.
I think if you're going to be that niche, your marketing has to be really good. I don't think it was this time round. I think with artists like that as well, you're getting artists that are coming here for the first time as well. You should be pushing that. And I think I had a lot of people reach out and go, dude, I can't see who's on the full lineup. I can't see who's playing here. I can't see that. It was hard for me to report on as well. So I didn't really report on it that much because it was too jarring.
I missed half the artists because they announced some, like a whole lineup of artists. They announced it under a party name. And it would just be like Astral People. Yeah. And then you go into it and you're like, oh, Alice in Wonderland's playing?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know that.
The pricing was pretty decent as well on a lot of the stuff. But like, yeah, I think Astral People announced like a bunch of tours as well as part of it. So I just think with stuff like that, it's really cool that it's niche, but the marketing has to be on point.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe you could reach out to music creators. I think there's one on TikTok called Breaking Through. I think he'd be able to help out with that type of marketing. But yeah.
I would have liked more details on the lineup because there was just like, I found out Lyric was on it as well.
Yeah, Lyric's doing a show with Morat.
Yeah, and I just found out all these artists were on it. I didn't see them on the lineup.
For free as well. Like that's
crazy.
Market the fuck out of that.
Yeah, exactly.
An up and comer and, you know, one of our mainstays. Like that's such a sick show for free. Yeah. Why are we not marketing that? But especially exclusives as well, market that.
Market it.
But yeah, didn't have that. Alex Warren announced this week.
Big.
Oh my God. We knew it was coming because he told us last year. His announcing video had Robert Irwin in it. Hilarious.
Cool.
I really like Alex Warren, the person, over his music. I think he's really honest and genuine and authentic, and that's why I really like him. And he shares my videos, so thank you, Alex. But geez, did this start a discussion yesterday? Because he was here. He announced this time last year for, I think it was August-ish, around 2025, and his shows were really cheap. Yeah. He had meet and greet, although I think that got cancelled because he lost his voice or whatever. His early entry was really cheap. And then you go to this year and his pricing is, for how big he is, I think the pricing is really reasonable. But the jump between last year to this year, it's like $100. Yeah. So like more than doubled or around doubled. And then his VIP is pretty expensive too. So like that got a lot of people off guard. Well, pissed them off a little bit. Which is, I think, justified, but then it's also, you've got to understand how big Alex Warren has gotten over the past year. Yeah. Like, Ordinary was one of the biggest songs of last year. It has, like, almost 2 billion streams or around that mark, which is nuts. To then expect that for his second tour, when his first tour sold out incredibly quick, it was the Zara last of 2025. They had to upgrade venues, they added shows, they added Adelaide. So, like, you can't expect him to come back, do bigger venues, and have the same price. It's just not going to work like that, especially with how popular he is. We've got to understand that. Like, if you're going to bigger venues, the pricing to get those is nuts.
Do you think there's more shows to be announced? Do you think 100%. These are all going to sell out?
100%. Yeah. Okay. I think this will be the fastest selling tour of 2026.
Wow.
It'll certainly be up there with Zara Larsson and Hilary Duff.
Yeah.
And I think because he came last year, they must have organised it really quickly because he said it whilst he was here. To go to arenas, there's so much space for extra shows. Like between, is it Sydney and Adelaide or Melbourne and Adelaide, one or the other? There's like 5 days. Brother, there's going to be so many more shows. And people were just like, oh, he burned himself out last time. So like, the big gaps are there so he can just chill out. You're not coming all the way to Australia to have huge gaps like that. It's if they are the gaps, sure, but he's one of the biggest artists in the world. He's selling out multiple shows.
I don't think I've ever heard a full song from Alex Warren. I think when I see
a sad... Have you been into a Kmart? Have you been into a Target?
Into a cafe? Yeah.
Have you, like... just gone to any 40-year-old mum's house, car.
Whenever I see a sad TikTok, it's usually got Alex Warren as the background music.
Have you not watched a wedding video?
Yeah.
because
That's his market. It's very co-worker sort of like music space. Like,
which like, and I had this comment as well. It's like, ooh, who likes Alex Warren? It's co-worker music. Some co-worker music's good.
yeah.
Like, yeah, Ordinary got played to the absolute fucking shit house, but I think it could have been like he could be super hated because it got so overplayed if he wasn't such a nice dude.
Yeah.
But because he's such a nice dude and authentic, I think people just let it slide.
Well, he's a very like TikTok personality, right?
He started
like,
on TikTok.
He blew up from that.
Yeah. So he was in the Addison Rae TikTok
Teddy
house.
Swims, sort of like Jelly
No,
Roll.
like an actual TikTok
Oh,
house.
they were
with
in a
Addison
TikTok
Rae.
house?
Yeah, well, that's
Whoa.
where Addison Rae started.
Whoa! I didn't know he was in the house with Addison Rae.
Yeah, he was in that
Damn.
house.
Sick.
So, yeah, it's crazy that Addison and Alex have started from there and are now some of the biggest artists in the world.
Yeah.
Where he is way bigger than Addison Rae.
Yeah.
So I think that's crazy. Yes, it's co-working music. I can still fuck around.
Yeah.
With it.
I like Benson Boone.
I
feel
love
like
Benson Boone.
Benson Boone's going to get the Nickelback treatment where we're all like, fuck him. And then like in 10 years, we're like, Benson Boone is the shit.
Backflip, brother.
Yeah. Do a backflip.
Yeah, I think it's now because how he responded to all that shit, like he was funny about it. So I was like, that's funny. I've interviewed Benson Boone.
Yeah. Wow.
And
he like?
he was one of my favorite interviews. He was funny as hell.
Cool.
So yeah, this was on his first tour of Australia, when he literally just before he blew up.
Wow.
So maybe 2 months before he blew up,
Yeah. Damn.
he was in Australia, and yeah, he was funny as hell. Another tour that's about to be announced, maybe by the time this episode's out, it may be announced. But Louis Tomlinson, another One Directioner. He's been teasing this bad boy for months.
Yeah.
He was on Smallsy's show on radio a month ago, 6 weeks ago, saying, it's coming. He said it's been coming multiple times. It's with Untitled. That's such an interesting direction for them to go, and I love it. Obviously, if you think of Untitled, the promoter, you think dance music. They've branched out into Wu-Tang. They've branched out into can't remember her name. Sophie Ellis Bextor.
Yeah.
And now Lou Tomlinson. That's sick.
It's
love that
interesting
from them.
picks that they're choosing to bring over.
Good Charlotte. They did Good Charlotte as
Wow,
well.
yeah.
So if they keep going on this trajectory, they could really be the top.
Yeah.
And not just be known as the dance promoter, which I love diversifying. I love going across all genres. And if they're bringing those type of acts here, they're bringing over a One Direction member.
Their fans are rabid too. That'll sell out quickly.
And it's interesting because I feel like Untitled love a tease.
Yeah.
They love teasing their tours. That's why I love their stuff. And they've done it here as well. From the tease, what we have got from it is that it is in October.
Okay.
Busy 20th, month. 22nd, and 24th, I think.
So East Coast only, you reckon?
East Coast only, because they have coordinates in the video for the venues. So if you put the coordinates in, it'll take you to the venues.
Wow. What venue? Have they decoded what venues?
Rod Laver, Kudos, and Brisbane Entertainment, I think.
Damn, Louis.
I didn't get the Brisbane coordinate one. It wouldn't work for me, but someone else messaged me and went, I've done it for you, don't worry. But yeah, it looks like full arena tour.
Hell yeah.
If the coordinates are wrong, then we're wrong, but I don't think so. But yeah, because the last time he was here, he did like River Stage.
Yeah.
I think he did one arena. So like next step up.
Man, One Direction fans are going to go crazy.
And then I started getting Niall Horan videos this morning as well, because he's obviously teasing stuff as well. He's doing his like promotional run, interview run. So do we get Niall?
I'm a Niall guy myself. I'd love a Niall tour.
I think Niall's funny as hell.
Yeah.
I love Niall. So that would be cool. But yeah, just East Coast, it looks like. Doesn't look like Perth or Adelaide.
Bummer.
That is quite the bummer. But what can you do? What other tours did we have?
So I think Pussifier and Perfect Circle announced a tour together. So that's Maynard.
Yeah, I think Pussifier's supporting.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the guy from Tool. So he's on double duties for that tour. So that's interesting. Who else is announced?
Mel C.
Mel C. Spice Girls. I don't know how that's going to do. Didn't she did a DJ set tour. Is this another DJ set tour or is this a performance tour?
I think it's a performance tour.
Okay.
Because she just released a new song.
Right.
And she's a judge on The Voice this season.
There you go.
Yeah,
A little bit of extra boost in the promo there.
Yeah, and found out through Sunrise this morning, she met her boyfriend here in Australia.
Maybe she lives here now.
She doesn't live here. She's spending as much time as she can over here because she's still got a daughter who's in high school and doesn't want to move her over. Fuck, why did I listen to that? But yeah.
That's cute, though. We need the Spice Girls reunion, though. What is happening with that? Because there seems to be every year there's like, the Spice Girls might be reuniting, but then it never comes to fruition.
Yeah, and that's one of those tours that would sell like fucking
crazy.
Yeah. Now we're branching out. Although we do focus on music a lot on this podcast, Breaking Through is branching out, focusing on music, branching out to comedy. And Jim Jeffries is currently crushing it at home at the moment. I reckon it's great to see him adding more shows in regional areas like Darwin, Toowoomba, Rockhampton, alongside cities like Wollongong, Hobart, and the major metros. Tickets are on sale now. There's so many shows already, so many regional spots. We love it when acts go out there.
Yeah.
Regional areas love entertainment in any form. So good to see comedians like Jim Jeffries go out there.
He's one of our biggest comedians too. And I think he's got one of the most legendary bits in like the history of comedy with his gun control, Second Amendment bit. Like that, everyone I think has seen that video. So I'd love to see what he's got planned for this tour.
Yeah, I've watched, I think, every Jim Jeffries special that he's done since 2012. And it's hilarious because he speaks about his son throughout a lot of his specials. And like, he always goes, when my son watches this or listens to this, and his son would be, he's not
teenager
a baby anymore.
Now, right?
Yeah, he'd be almost a teenager. So I would love to see his son's reaction.
Get an update on the son.
Yeah. So if you want tickets are on sale now. Visit teglive.com.au to secure yours. Now, over the last couple of weeks, we've spoken about the war, how it's affecting people.
Everything.
Yeah, how it's affecting tours, how it's going to affect people coming to Australia, because we've had a few cancellations, 100% blaming flights and getting expensive and not being affordable anymore. So it's interesting to me to see that Alex Warren's announced a tour. We've had multiple, A Perfect Circle, Melanie C, Louis obviously teasing. So they're not holding off. Last week I was a little bit worried. I'm not as worried as I am now.
Well, everyone's just acting pretty normal, especially the Live Nation and stuff like that. Like I think I mentioned last week that for an artist to tour now, it's just gone up 10 to 15%.
Yeah,
just on extra. But that doesn't really the bill doesn't come to the artist. The bill pretty much comes on us.
It'll come to us.
Yeah.
Which, like, I think they're just hoping that it finishes quick. Which, obviously, we're all feeling it at the moment. It's like tours aren't a first world problem. We know that. But if they're still announcing, huge tours, like huge arena tours, then I feel a little bit better about it. Speaking of Live Nation, I didn't want to talk about it last week because like we don't want to talk about like court cases and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But some things came out, some voice recordings, some messages came out. This really grinded my gears.
Yeah.
To see this.
So Live Nation are in an antitrust trial at the moment in the US, just because of their monopolizing on the industry. They own venues, they own like logistics companies.
But it got settled, right?
I don't think it's fully done yet. I think it's still in the middle of it. But they leaked these text messages with these two guys from Live Nation who are literally joking about concert buyers, like ticket buyers. They called concert goers stupid. They boasted about robbing them blind with high parking, VIP fees, other add-ons, and celebrating how much money they could squeeze out of fans.
Robbing them blind is probably the one that annoys me the most. It all annoys me, but I feel like as an industry, we don't realize that without punters, without fans, no one has jobs. if we're not buying tickets, we're in some other profession, hating our life in the normal 9 to 5. Reading that type of shit when they're in that position because people are buying stuff really fucks me off.
Yeah.
Really fucks me off.
It's really gross, man. I think it's the most effective hit piece on Live Nation yet, especially showing their faces. Like when you get a look at the guys, did you get the one in the picture? You're like, fuck those dudes. Like this might make me stop buying Live Nation tickets because I don't want to make these dudes happy and I don't want dudes like this laughing at me.
Yeah.
Like I'm really invested in like how this court case is going to go because Live Nation and Ticketmaster need to be separated.
But it's not going to happen though.
Bro, like, and yeah,
I know that was the goal of this, but it's just not going to happen.
It's so hard, man.
Live Nation brings us so many awesome tours as well. So like I'm not, we get to experience so much cool stuff because of them as well. But seeing stuff like that, we need to respect punters. Punters are the heart and soul of this industry. To treat them like that sucks.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. Especially my whole platform is about supporting punters.
Does seeing like things like this and what they're saying about fans, does that change anyone's, like, is anyone going to stop buying tickets because of that?
No.
Or it's just like, there's no real end to it unless you like personally just go, I'm not going to go to that tour.
Yeah, but I think with the FOMO marketing, it's just not going to work. That's the strongest form of marketing we have.
Yeah.
And every promoter uses it. It's why ticket prices go on sale the next day. It's why we get like no time frame on anything. It's 100%.
Yeah.
FOMO is going to get you to buy those tickets. I myself have no willpower, so I FOMO marketing works on me brilliantly.
Yeah.
If you have willpower and you can get away from that, that's awesome. But yeah,
buy your tickets off Tixel if you can. Don't buy the resale facility on Ticketmaster because you're just giving them way more money. Use Tixel.
Yeah, whenever people go, oh, should I use this website? Should I use this website? No, use Tixel. How Tixel haven't reached out to me or responded to my emails? Like I've done so much free promo for them.
Yeah.
Just use Tixel because it's the best place we have. If someone from Tixel listens to this or sees this, please fucking reply to my emails. Yeah, I mean, that sucks. I don't want to say too much else because there'd be a lot of swear words in there. But
I don't think people realize how much Live Nation owns companies that you wouldn't even expect them to own.
Yeah,
like it looks like they're some companies would look like they're competitors, but it's owned by Live Nation. Secret Sounds, Mosh Ticks, Live Nation owned. So
yeah,
stay woke.
Stay woke. A little bit more on Blues Fest. It's getting ugly with how much of the reporting's coming out. I don't want to focus on, how much is owed and that type of stuff because there's a lot of numbers going around. I think the main thing that comes out of it for me is we're continuing to lose trust in our festivals, especially when a long-standing one like that goes down. So how is that fallout going to be to other festivals? Is it just going to be like is it just going to be like we're going to have New Year's Eve festivals and then the odd festival throughout the year?
Yeah. I think
is that what it's going to be like? Because we're in a very jarring spot where concerts are thriving. We're getting so many. And then on the other end, you have festivals cancelling, some of our longest standing festivals cancelling. Festivals with multiple legs are cancelling legs. And when they come out and say, oh, it's a soft ticket buying culture, it's this, it's that, it can't be. Because concerts are flying off the roof.
Yeah.
So
it's got to be like, I had to talk with someone about this the other day. It's got to be at our attention spans are just like shot to shit and we can't do a full day of music anymore. I remember I was at Laneway and I remember seeing a girl in full chapel drag in the Chapel Roan crowd. 3 songs in, she's on her phone, like checking her phone. And I'm like,
isn't this what you're here for?
Yeah, I was like, this is what you're dressed like her. But yeah, man, I think there is something there with attention spans going. I also think, and like you can go back to the podcast a couple of years ago. I was on the original Breaking Through podcast with you, and I was talking about how Live Nation is kind of etching towards doing more solo shows instead of doing festivals. Because when they cancelled Splendor, when they cancelled all these other things that they bought, that I was like, this is intentional. They want to push us all into paying almost the same ticket price for just one or two artists on a tour.
Yeah, and it's obviously festivals have gotten way more expensive, and I've spoken about how it's not as affordable as it used to be. Like festival tickets used to be like under $100. It was awesome, and you got so many acts for that price.
Yeah,
you still do now.
Yeah.
Like if Chapel did her own show, like arena tour, those tickets would have been $200 for GA, give or take.
You paid like an extra $40 for like 12, 30 more
for
artists.
everyone.
Yeah.
And people are going to go more towards concerts than they are festivals, especially with Laneway this time. You got a 90-minute set from Chapel.
Yeah.
So
That's a full show. That's what you would have got at a single show.
Yeah, literally. So I don't know the disconnect there. Obviously, insurance and that type of stuff is affecting festivals a lot. Can't go into that too much because we're not super knowledgeable on the ins and outs of that type of stuff. So we don't want to talk about stuff.
Yeah.
If we don't know everything about it. But I'm just lost on what's happening. Are we just as a society going way too much towards tours? Is that what's happening? I know a lot of people just don't like festivals anyway because you only want to go to a show for a couple of hours or whatnot. 100% get that argument. But yeah, I think festivals are the best way to experience music.
I do too. I'd hate to see them die out, but I think Blues Fest going, and especially the trust that we have in festivals at the moment. I mean, for the last couple of years, we've been trying to get people to buy tickets early. How does news like this help anyone buy tickets early for anything?
No.
It's just like, we're in a lot of trouble. Obviously, some festivals will be okay.
Yeah.
But a lot of other ones are on check right now.
The only festivals that I think will continue to do well and always do well are the New Year's festivals. The BTVs of the world, the Lost Paradises, because audiences that go to that, music might not be the number one thing or the only factor. It's you want to do something on New Year's.
Yeah.
So I think those festivals will be fine unless something drastic happens. And, they're one location festivals, so they don't have the falls problem where they, went all around. So I think those festivals will be fine. Wildlands will be fine, I hope. But it's...
What do you think about Laneway and, like, Good Things? Do you think they'll be all right?
I hope so. But I think they're the type of festivals where the lineup is the most important part because there's no special occasion. There's not a New Year's. There's not like a anything around it where people need to go to that to have something to do. You're going there because the lineup gets you there.
Yeah.
So they're the festivals where it would be the most risk in my eyes.
Yeah.
But Laneway's been killing it last few years.
So it's Good Things.
Good Things.
Although they didn't sell out last year, right?
I don't think they've sold out the last 2 years.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
But yeah, it's those types of festivals, and we talk about having festivals in the middle of the year. If there's no other festivals around and people are getting, if there's no other festivals around and people just need something to do and need a festival, that's when those a new festival in like June, July could do really well.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't think we're going to see many new festivals.
Yeah. I think new festivals are done. I think we've got what we got now, and we got to take care of them.
I mean, don't say that. It's good to see festivals like Out to Lunch doing new locations. Rolling Sets is doing well.
Yeah. I don't know how the future of Rolling Sets. Oh man. It's kind of sad. It's kind of a bummer to think about. I just have nothing but like a bad outcome on these things.
But they're doing more locations. I went to the last one. Heaps of Aussie talent. It was pretty packed.
I felt it died down by Hilltop Hoods. I felt like the crowd like dispersed.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I didn't even watch it.
We're Australians. We've seen Hilltop Hoods plenty of times.
Yeah, I went. Wait, we can get out early. I saw Spacey and went, yeah,
that's good.
Yeah.
I'm good for the day.
Spacey was really good.
Your attention span got the better of you.
But it was a big day, and like the sun was just
It was hot. Yeah.
beaming. So that day was tough, and I was just like, especially it's South Gold Coast, as far south as you can get.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was home time. Harvest Rock, another festival. We've looked at a few of your predictions, and Tyson, you have added on top of these.
Pretty good predictions. Do you want to list them off, or do you want me to list them off?
You list them off, and I'm going to pick my favorites.
Okay, sweet. LCD Sound System.
That's a good pick.
That is a good pick. Death Cab for Cutie. Vampire Weekend.
That's a good pick.
That's a good pick. They haven't been here on this last album that they've done. They haven't been here on that cycle yet. So
Vampire Weekend, when were they last here? It
was Splendor.
Yeah, I saw them
a long time ago.
2019, I want to say.
Yeah, I think before COVID.
Yes, because I remember being at that show. Well, I remember being at Splendor.
They're amazing. Father John Misty. Yep. New album. Haven't seen him yet. Phoenix. Maybe. They haven't been around. Florence and the Machine.
I like this pick.
That's a good pick.
That's a good pick.
King Gears and the Lizard Wiz.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen them a few times.
Courtney Barnett.
Yep.
Angus and Julia Stone.
Oh, I was literally listening to Angus and Julia Stone last night, going through like their catalog, and I thought Big Jet Plane. I was expecting that to have like 1 billion streams. Has 500 million, but still. But I would love to see Angus and Julia Stone again.
Back, yeah.
I've seen them a few times, and it's just like I'm just getting that itch.
Yeah.
I'm getting that itch to see them again, and they always sound really good live. My favourites out of that, I think LCD is a good shout.
Yeah.
Vampire Weekend's a really good shout. I think your best shout on this, Florence and the Machine.
Right.
Because we spoke about them for Laneway, and you said that, they could skew a little bit older. I think a Harvest Rock audience, and then doing, the East Coast run or whatever on shows, I think that's really good together. I'm actually really liking Florence and the Machine on this over Laneway.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I think so as well.
I think that is probably your best shout.
I think Florence will do a whole Australian tour, and Harvest Rock will be on
that's
it.
Really good.
LCD Sound System and Vampire Weekend though will be exclusive.
They give me exclusive vibes.
Yeah. LCD Sound System just got announced for the Just Like Heaven Festival over in America.
Yep.
A couple months before this, so they're in rotation. Vampire Weekend, haven't been here on that last album, so they're due.
Florence and the Machine's current dates are finish way before Harvest Rock as well.
So a summer here.
So I think that's all right. If you have any other predictions that we've missed, a lot of those acts that we've said are a bit older.
Yep.
If you've got any newer acts that you think that they would bring over, please let us know. Pussycat Dolls announced a world tour. No Australia on it, but here's my theory, and a lot of people brought this up to me as well. I reckon Pussycat Dolls are going to play Fridays live.
Yes.
I think that fits really well. And the current dates that they just announced finish just before the dates that Fridays would be on. Like if they were the current dates of 2025, would be the week before. I think that fits too well.
It fits too well. I can see it happening 100%.
It's
I don't
gotta
think
be
they'd
them.
headline. They'd be like second maybe
I
on
agree.
the lineup.
I agree.
But Fridays is an interesting one where we should do a predictions.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe next week.
Yeah, I think I'm getting a few more coming out. Going, okay, what do you think about this for Fridays? What do you think? We're getting to that time. So I think the Pussycat Dolls would be in they wouldn't be the Mariah Carey.
No.
But it would be like a Pitbull.
Yeah, second or third on the lineup maybe.
Yeah.
God, that's got my mind racing about Fridays. I love Fridays. I go every year. Blast from the past artists, and it's one of those. It's such a funny festival because it is very corporatized that they'll have McDonald's ads running between acts. So it is one of those crazy sort of experiences. But yeah, sick. That's got my mind buzzing.
It the current dates literally finish the weekend before Fridays would be on in 2025. So if they keep the same weekend, they've got a week to chill out.
Yeah.
And then come to Fridays.
I think that's a sure thing.
I also think that's a lock in. Now to finish off the pod, there is, if this isn't out, Tyson, please take it out. We'll finish here. But Robbie Williams will be announced by the time this podcast is out. I've heard it's a funny way of announcing.
Right.
So I haven't seen what that is. This, bit of code just going, oh, it's going to be funny. It's going to be this. Or it's just maybe not funny, maybe like an interesting way to announce. He's the type of bloke that would go all round. I reckon he'll go NZ. So
mums love him.
Mums love him.
Mums are going to be so stoked.
Yeah. Hasn't been here for a couple years. So I think next week we'll be talking about that. But slight predictions would be Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane. I think he'll go Adelaide. I think he'll do Perth. And I think he'll do the new stadium in New Zealand.
Wow. Okay. Yep.
That's my guess.
I love that.
Good that we had a full week. Hopefully no more cancellations. Hopefully just more announcements. And we'll have that Louis tour next week to talk about too.
Sweet.
Thanks, Sam.
Thanks, guys.